what map is this? Let me download it. Trento Bondone. Yo, guy. How are you, my man? I have a question. Ask your question. I am also good. So let's say the daily is bearish, but the 4 hour is bullish. Let me hold up. What the fuck do we do then? Okay, so let's say overall our swing on the daily is bullish. So that's basically Euro USD right now. If we're gonna look at Euro USD. On the daily, we can see that we are swinging bullish. Oh shit. Yeah, that's fine. On the daily, we can see that we're clearly swinging bullish, right? We're breaking structures in towards the upside. Break of structure, or break of structure, break of structure. So let's say these are our things, right? So then we have this protected low. We have this protected low. And here we create this protected low, right? So we're creating clearly bullish trend here. Our job is within, like, that's why I said mark the phase that you're in. This is an impulse phase. And then this is a pullback phase, right? So if we're gonna, if we're gonna mark it on the chart here again, this is a pullback phase. And then this is another impulse phase. So within the pullback phase, you know that we are hunting liquidity. So on the bearish, we can actually, like, here we are bearish. Okay, so let's say within this smaller trend, we are now bearish, right? We had a break of structure. Now we shift the structure. Why? You can always see that our supply or demand will be in control, as you can see. So as long as we did not seek out the right point of liquidity, we're still going to be going lower. So our target is, like, this is a pullback on the overall market, right? Because we have a pullback. Here we have an impulse. Now we are creating this pullback, and within a pullback, we are looking for liquidity to be taken, right? So on the 4 hour, we're going to see within this pullback, where's the liquidity laying that I will be looking forward to sweeping. This low, and this low. Now I got to see, okay, where does price react from? Do we react from here? Do we react from here? And the reaction needs to be a change of character on the fractal structure, right? So we need to, like, here you can see that we create lower highs, lower lows. So until we do not do that anymore, we create a demand zone which should be in control. So you ask yourself the question, what is in control right now? Of course, the daily is going to have more power than the 4 hour. That's why on the 4 hour, we use the fractal model. And on the daily, we mark out, let's say this is the overall pullback. So within a pullback, this is going to be our support zone, basically our demand zone. And within that demand zone, we're going to look for that same liquidity, right? So these 2 points of liquidity, I'm expecting to be taken. And after that, I can look for more further upside towards, let's say, a monthly high, or a weekly high, which could be these highs. Is that clear? Or do you have a pair now in mind that you're not sure of? Tonight I'm gonna lose my mind. So clear. Okay, that's good. Like, it's a very good tip to mark out in which phase you are in. Like, let's say EuroCAD, we are now in the like, we had an impulse. You can see here we had an impulse. And if we're gonna look here, this is a pullback. What do we do within that pullback? We came to seek out this low. And look at these reactions. Like from the 3-month and the yearly open. We wick, we move higher. We wick, we move higher. So now we have a candle to closure. What does that say for me? Okay, so this is on the 1 hour. So if we have this candle here, let me just remove this other box. So now we have this thing. And this is just a quick explanation of how we're going to use that candle closure. So we have a candle closure too. And here, we do not. Like you can see, we never give a candle to closure until here. What is a candle to closure? Just a closure back within the range, like CRT. Okay, so this is that CRT low right now. Forgot like the 5-minute correlates to the 1 hour. So let's drop down to the 5-minute. If we have a change in the state, we know that it is a confirmed order block. So we can see here, we are within this wick. We put in a high. We put in a low, we put in a high, we put in the lowest low that also swept liquidity, gave us a change in the state. So now we can hopefully see that these 2 candles, these 3 candles are going to support price higher, at least back towards this high. And then my main 50% take profit is going to be this high, and then I'm going to let it ride towards these highs. But with the news incoming for this week, I have no doubt that we will hit it, or that we'll just go to stop loss, which is also fine. Why am I getting called, bro? I'm getting called every single fucking day. And who is it? Is it the same? Last time I got called by BMW. Call history. It's the first time I've been called by this number. It's hot as fuck here, bro. It's cold here. Like not cold, but it's colder. It's not one of our warmest periods in Belgium. Let me put the link of the live stream in the chat. Taking magic on. Bro, just listen to this fucking SVJ. It sounds so real. Why is it so big? Let me put this. Nice. That our game looks pretty. Bruh, some spam call number just called me for 0.1. The fuck? Oh, look at these clouds. Shit. Bro, this sounds so brutal. Just got a notification for a missed call. That's always those weird ass numbers. This road, it's a V10. I think an SVJ has a V10. I know it's naturally aspirated, but I'm not sure though. Which one do you like between Ferrari and Lambo? I think, like, for Lambo, I just only like the SVJ, but Ferrari has the 296 GTB, F40. Like, the older cars are very pretty as well. And Lamborghini doesn't have the same. Alright. Or like the A12 Superfast is basically the Lamborghini of the Ferrari of an SVJ. So between those, I think I'm gonna have to choose the SVJ. It looks more brutal. It sounds like relatively the same actually. And the flames that shoot out of this thing. In real life as well, like this thing, it fires fucking hard. Revuelto or SVJ? SVJ all the way. Ain't no way people are choosing a hybrid car over an actual SVJ. Like, the Revuelto is... I've heard a lot of people with complaints on it. I'm gonna go on another map because this map sucks. Some do, yeah, it's... I don't know. I mean... It looks so... The SVJ looks so aggressive against the Revuelto. Like, the Revuelto... Like, performance-wise, it's a fucking good car. Like, the hybrid with the... I think that's a V12. Actually is... fucking crazy. Like, it pulls way faster than just a normal injection engine. What? Launch control? Whoa. Holy shit, but this car isn't... The thing is, this is single clutch. And normal supercars are dual clutch. And like, this car sucks for driving normally. Like, you need to reach... You need to pull fast. This engine is made to fucking pull fast as fuck. So if you're driving slow with this car, it's not gonna feel nice. But a single clutch, you're just gonna have your head doing this. The whole car is just gonna... suck. But for fast speeds, this shit is... And the sound, bro. Oh, bro, a tunnel. Let me downshift. The Porsche 911 Turbo is this vacuum cleaner. I actually like it. Like the turbos on it, the spool. Like the thing that you hear after it is the blow-off valve, and you can just remove it on the Porsche. And if you just remove it, bro, it has just a whistle to it. So when you start your engine, you just hear a constant whistle, and then you spool the turbos up, and bro, it sounds so good. As well as it's a flat 6. No, a 911 Turbo S. No, it's a flat 6. It's actually my favorite Porsche. Mine second. It's more expensive than a GT3 RS, which is crazy. Let me do a little launch control again. The thing is, those engines are the RS is a racing car and it sounds better as well. It is, but it costs like, for base price, I think it's 300,000 euros, like my country, and I think the Turbo S starts at 400,000, which is more expensive. And like a full option GT3R is like 350 max or 360. Now if you're gonna, yeah, I know. And that sounds indeed way better, especially if straight piped. What the fuck is this song? Let me see if I can get the GT2 RS on this after this one. As if the other way, do you? What the song? I'm going to Italy in like 2 months, so I'm gonna see probably a lot of Lambos and Ferraris. Downshift? Maybe downshift? Oh shit. Shit, I have to return. This car is amazing for drifting as well. Like if you're looking for a car to drift, this is instant, what you said, instant torque. So this thing, if you disable traction control, I think I've mine enabled still. Let me look. Electronic, yeah, traction control is on. Like if you're gonna drift with this car, instant torque, the shit pulls. I think it is. That's why if you drift with this car, you actually go instant sideways. Like, see how fast it pulls, bro. Let me just start a drift. Fuck. I actually don't know. Wait, let me quick test. Oh shit, I think my brakes are giving up. Let me look at the description. Let's look at Eurocat. Yeah, that's a quite nice reaction you want out of a change in the state of delivery zone. That's why people use rejection blocks. Like, you've seen people use rejection blocks, right? If you get a liquidity sweep, that gives a quite large candle. It is gonna be most of the time, let's mark it out. Most of the time, if it's a correlating pair, you are going to see a change in the state of delivery. Now here, we can see on the 15-minute, that's just, this is not a change in state. But this is way big. Tweaking trades got to pay out. Yeah, I know, bro. It's crazy that that guy can get a payout. Bro is tweaking on the charts. Like, it's a bit sad to see, but I mean, or let's say, let's mark out this. It's on the 1 hour. Let's go to the 5 minute, and on the 5 minute, what we're gonna see is a change in the state. Change in the state is gonna hold price higher. But yeah, swing trading, you gotta know the market. Like, this strategy changed my life. Let's look at this now. We're gonna close in 1 hour 30 minutes. If we can hold this, right, 1 hour 30 minutes. On the 4 hour, let's look on the 15 minutes. We already had this change in the state. So on the 4 hour, we should push higher as well, because we are gonna create that swing point on the lower time frame. If we do get a close above this here, then I'm most certain that this target will at least get hit. Do I have a turbo? The fuck is this? Buy turbo sedan? Here, I got this one for you. What kind of PCH, sorry. Maddox sent me a message. The CISDs, is it good? Let's see. Is CISD good? Okay. So what can we see? We this change in the state is actually too high. Wait. Two tires. Listen to that turbo noise. Jeez. This is a manual? Let me spool these turbos while driving. Let's go for a launch control on this one. Yeah, the exhaust pipes are how the fuck? Let me put on my onboard settings. Okay, that's not. Where do I change my FOV? Wait, I'm gonna try for you. Drone camera. Controller not found. Brava. Ah, here. Photo mode. Now, let me... Wait. Replay. Why is it so fucked up for me? Why is it so cooked? Wait, let me restart this real quick. Wait, Guy, do you know what's wrong with this? Like, he marked out the trend line liquidity well, but the change in the state is wrong. Because a change in state is only when we have the lowest low being created, the series of down close candles that create that lowest low, we want to see a body close above this, and you can see it gets respected every single time. I think we should... Yeah, okay. Bro. Oh my. Bro, that spoiler just kicks up. I do not see where I'm going. This thing is a manual as well. Bro, I can make some cinematic shots with this. These graphics are... Here we go. I can get one. Yes. Where's it? Here it is. My shifter. Quiet. Then I just let go of the clutch. Quiet. Let's clutch kick. Shit. Let's try and drift. The traction control on this thing. Yeah. Let me just do... Bro, my turbo was down at 0%. Bro, my turbo was at 0%. Oh, yeah. By the way, for you to be LXG, you have to be a core seller, unfortunately. I know. Like, he does make good bread with forks, but not enough to actually... Like, he can afford supercars with only trading. But, like, the house he has, the maintenance on his cars... That's not gonna work. Let's make this a little bit nicer. Why is my first person like this? I've heard rumors that he's trying to expose TGR. But with what? What is he trying to expose TGR with? Like, we know that TGR is just... Bro makes money for otherwise. Everyone knows that already. Like, his YouTube, his core... Not his course, he doesn't sell a course. His clothing brand. He makes fucking bank off of that. And then, of course, content. Sponsorships and shit. This X followers provide info about him. Wait, what do you mean? Let me just go to the charts. What do you mean? Let me just hook Maddox up with some explanation. Downloads. Wait, where is it saved? It was saved on my desktop. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Yeah, so let's edit it. This here should be his change in state. This is the lowest low. Let me send it to him. I hope that's gonna be quite good. Let me remove this. I hope that's quite clear. There was a tweet that Iman Trading posted asking his followers, "What, bro? How does Iman trade?" Wait. Is it this guy?
I know, this is a really long video, because as we move from day 1 with the most basic learning lessons and beginner mistakes, all the way to the crucial breakthroughs that changed everything for me and might do the same for you, all of it was documented live on this channel starting in 2022. And I intend on this being my most helpful contribution ever to aspire. If you can't handle the pressure, then don't watch it. So, I'll be an experience it takes to become decent.
Jesus fuck.
Hey, it's me, I'm in. A tale as old as time. What happened to these little...
This guy is fake.
Oh no.
Like,
what?
everyone knows.
ICT's chosen ones. What happened? Well, I'll tell you exactly what happened, and it starts a little bit like this. $10,000, that's a very high amount. What? Uh-oh, fucking idiot, that's a sim account. Uh-oh, $5,000, that's a very high amount. What? Uh-oh, fucking idiot, that's a sim account. Alright, thanks for watching, and just kidding, there's more. Like, why are there random teeth in the middle of this thumbnail, Casper? Now, I'm no conspiracy theorist, because the ones I believe are true, but what a crazy coincidence that the Reddit post exposing Casper SMC was mysteriously removed by Reddit after it got some attention. Oh no, now it's gone forever. Haha, just kidding. I got everything by manually typing in these links. But let's slow down for a sec.
What the
Proof
fuck?
of being a fraud threatens Casper's revenue from his mentorship, which ranges in price from $5,000 to $12,000, depending on what he and his team think they can get based on how gullible you are, which coincidentally is also written on
The thing
ceiling.
is, I logged off YouTube for a moment. Sorry about that. There's no, it's no problem. Like if you're gonna look at, let's say these brokers, like if you're affiliate with them, you can make fucking bank off of it. Like even with one person, you can make like easily 300 a month. Let's say I let you guys on my affiliate with a broker, not a prop firm account, but a broker. And you just copy the trades, like that's fucking bank for me. That's bank for you and bank for me.
Above you. They like to use aggressive tactics if you don't immediately commit to the program by saying things like, "It seems you are content becoming part of the 90% of traders who fail. My name's Jesse and my time is highly valuable. Unlike you, who is a loser but can become a winner if you give me $10,000 to learn how to draw rectangles on a chart. Yes, hello, this is still me, Jesse Rogers. I made a self-indulgent autobiography blog page website thing about myself because I'm a narcissist." Oh really, I meant the autobiography is about himself. Shut up! Long story short is that Casper SMC is so unfamiliar with a real trading account that he didn't know there was supposed to be a 24-hour icon next to SPY at this time with this broker. When it's a sim account, the 24-hour icon is not there. And that's how he got caught pretending to be making money from trading in order to appear competent so that people would buy his mentorships, aka the definition of fraud. It's an open and shut case, except Mr. Rogers over here first got on my radar when he made this video. Yes. Guy who pretended to be making money on a sim account and sells mentorships tried to expose the trading
Bro, that's
industry.
insane. Wait, that's quite some time ago. Damn. I love that, bro. Provides definitions for the works he speaks. That's insane. Bro, look at this entry. Look at this entry, man. Bro, look at this entry. Guy, I gave you guys this. He also exposed ICT. Damn. That's insane. Bro, he's fucking 12 years old or some shit. Bro, I gave you guys this. That's insane. Look, I give you guys this entry on the normal thing. And then here we retested the monthly open. Like, look at this. The monthly open just got wicked. If you just imagine you put your entry here. That's why I always use a monthly and shit for my entries. And my lower time frame, of course, if we're gonna look on the 15-minute. In this overall leg, trend line liquidity, it was taken. We saw an impulse off of the monthly open. Reaction towards the upside. This is one of the easier strategies I fucking know. And then look, we're gonna get a candle 2 closure here as well. And if we're gonna look on the 15-minute candle, on the 15-minute time frame, we had a change in the state, so this should be respected. Now I only want to see it for EuroCAD because this is the position I am mostly in. And then people are gonna say, rejection block, rejection block. No, if we're gonna look on the lower time frame, it's a change in the state. And here we got a change in the state as well. So we should be moving higher from here. That's why I love these candle 2 and candle 3 and candle 4 and candle 5 closures. Like, these are helpful to detect a swing. On a daily, this is quite a large wick, but I think the overnight session will clear it up for us. Not the overnight session, the upcoming PM session. We'll clear that up. And then I think we should see an expansion here towards these highs to then create this overall demand zone. Give me another pair. Kai, give me another pair. I want to look at some other things. As this was one of my get CHF. Okay, get CHF. This is one of the most uninformed pairs I've seen to this day. Like, let's analyze this. We can see break of structure. We have an overall high. And then this here, like, I don't count this as a break of structure, right? We want to see at least a pullback towards 50%, let's say. So a pullback only counts for me if we reach a demand zone, right? You can clearly see that here. We failed to tap into this demand zone. So what is this all just going to be for us? These two highs, it's just going to be a liquidity for us. People are going to say, oh, change of character. No, this is just liquidity for us to then get the reaction out of the real order block. So a valid a valid pullback only counts if we come back towards the destined demand zone or supply zone. So let's say in this case, we were still bearish, right? We were breaking lows, overall high, overall low. And we can see that we did not get a break of structure, but we did get a sweep. So I'm expecting more bullishness from here. So that's why you can see here we get a change in state. What do we do after we get the change in state? We get a sweep of this low. Right, here we get a fractal shift. Here you had a change in the state. So you could have entered off here, targeting this first high. And then if you want to look for a new entry, you can look for the retracement towards the monthly and look for higher, because if we're going to look on the lower time frame, we're going to see these lows, and we can obviously see that this low is quite close towards a monthly open. So it's gonna most of the time happen that we're gonna seek support from those opens yet again. So of course you can trade buys in a bearish market, but just have to look at your correct targets. Like same thing here on Euro USD. This is a break of structure. This is a break of structure. This is our overall low. Right. This is our overall low. This is our overall high. Let's take the fib tool. We got 50% here within a obvious demand zone, as well as a 3-month and a yearly. So I think once we sweep out this low here, we're going to look for more upside but that depends on the dollar, as the dollar is getting really strong right now, and we are coming up on the 3-month and the yearly open as well. So that's why I'm looking to short the dollar and to buy Euro USD. Give me another pair. UD JPY. I don't have it here, but interesting. This is a very bullish pair, and we can obviously see our target is this high on the weekly time frame. All right, this is obviously our target. Let's look on the daily here. Break of structure. And what does a break of structure count as? Because we came back in towards this low. You can see we came back here. Same thing here. We came back here. And then same thing here. We came back here. So we tapped our previous demand zone. We tapped our previous demand zone. We tapped our previous demand zone. So our obvious target is going to be this high. The Japanese yen is, I think it's now bearish. I think the Japanese yen turned bearish. But you can obviously see we had a pretty obvious low here. Like this is a pretty obvious swing low. We have this bearish candle here and this bearish candle here. But obviously we're not trying to predict. We're going to try and react from the market. So once we took this low, we saw a very bullish momentum shift. And then if we are going to look at the lower time frame, on the hourly time frame, we took this low, we took this low again, we broke structure, got a change in state, and then here was that news event. So a lot of people got wicked out here. What kind of candle is this? It's at 079. Yeah, 079, so equal lows. That's why you get like, yeah, it's also a big liquidation event for people to look for. Okay, let's see what we're gonna try and look for. Obviously, this demand zone is gonna try and hold us, especially with the monthly and the weekly open right now. We have these stacked highs, so price will most likely take it, push higher. Especially the JPY pairs are very bullish for me. Same thing with NZD JPY. This was a very obvious play for me to size in. I sent it to you guys. When did I send it? Yeah, oh yeah. Here. I said I'm entering here, or on the slight retracement in towards the demand zone. I entered here. No, where did I enter? Yeah, okay. So here we had that change of character in towards the upside on the fractal time frame, or on the fractal thing. We can see that we created an obvious demand zone, area of demand. So the sell before a big buy that swapped liquidity. We can see we swept this low as well. This was our lowest low within the overall push towards the upside. The broke market structure. Wait, someone else is here. If they want to talk, they can talk, but I'm not going to force them anything. 2 other people. Yeah. If they are learning, that's good. You can see we tapped into it. Wait, no. Fuck. So I gave you guys 2 entries. One on the demand zone, one here. So if this trade hits TP, that is going to be... So this is the entry. This is just going to be a standard 1-to-1. And then obviously, what do you think about words of wisdom? The fuck is that? And then I entered off of the retrace. Stops below these lows, and then I'm targeting this obvious high here. So I'm in these 2 positions, which equal to 3R if we hit this. I think it's a podcast for traders. What's it called? Words of wisdom?
This guy
Wait,
just made
I saw this.
$10,000
Yeah,
in
yeah.
10 minutes.
What they are doing is that these buyers are trying to protect it. Done.
But
We
this
took
is
another 2,000 out of the
scalping, bro.
market. We took another 3,600. Bam. 24,300 for the session. We are done in 20 minutes. I trade million account. It's my personal account. You cannot do $25,000 session getting a small risk on a 100,000 account. It's impossible.
Level of
What you
scalping.
see
Bro,
here
you gotta
is
see
not only because of
what
the
other
volume
people
and the
don't.
platform, because we need to be honest in this. It's
The world's best scalper, one and only Fabio Valentino.
This scares me. Like, just be chill, man. You don't have to sit at the charts all fucking day. Let me look at my positions as well. I think I'm up $200 on the 5K. I say, yeah. On the 5K, I said to you guys, wait. Fucking hell. Yeah. So what kind of percentage is that? Look at all the positions that I've opened as well. And then on my other one, I'm at $70. So it's just like, just be patient, man. Patience is the best key. And then on my main bigger one, it's 2.5K. You don't need to target like fucking 10% month. Like you can, but let's say you get 3% in a month. You hit 3 W trades. Maybe you lose one. Let's say 4. You do that. Let's say you have 5 100Ks. Times 5. That's 500 grand. Let's say you make 3%. Equals 500 grand. 3%. That's 100. That's 15 grand. That's 15K. That's a $15,000 month. And let's even say you don't risk 1% every trade because you don't have to, right? If you have multiple accounts, that's easy, you know? Like, this is so good market structure. Like, this is a bit choppy, but that's fine. USD CAD didn't give me the pullback, but I still think we are down for the pullback, right? Because we can obviously shift this here. Once we get the fractal structure shift, we can use that demand zone or supply zone to move lower towards those liquidity points and to then look for higher market, because we're 100% going to get a reaction from these two. And then let's look GBP CHF, same thing, less liquidity points. We have the 3 monthly and a yearly open. So I am in this position. So once we took out that liquidity with my stops above this high, and then I'm going to target this low. Why am I targeting this low? Break of structure, overall high. We sweep that high, we move lower. So this is an obvious trade, right? People who trade trend lines be confusing as fuck. Bro, trend lines are... Trend lines is basically trying to get manipulated. Like, I use trend lines, but I don't trade trend lines, if you know what I mean. Like, a trend line is good for knowing when the market actually builds liquidity. It generates liquidity, right? You just look at a line. It doesn't work. Trading doesn't work that way. Like, look at this. These are just all fucking orders. That's obvious as fuck. Like, if you get such a heavy trend, like, look at this. These trends, and look what what market does. It comes to sweep it all. It's such a great target for price. Then you have all of these ascending, descending as well. And you can see that we take it out. So this is going to be a very strong supply zone. Why? Because we took out a bunch of orders. Same thing here. Like, we took out, I think this last one, yeah. We took out this last one. So this is going to push price lower, without a doubt. What can we see here? Ascending trend line. So what is that going to be for us? Liquidity. And I gave you guys a trade as well. Like I'm sharing everything with you guys. I'm open. Yes, look at this GBP CHF. Like the arrow is still there. Like I gave you guys the exact time when price was gonna do that. Like that's lucky, but still, I think it's pretty cool, right? That we know actually where the market is gonna try and target. We know what price is gonna try and do. And people actually forget that you don't need to fucking predict. Like Maddox told me, he sent me like his outlook on what was it, USD JPY. And the thing is, where is he? If we're gonna look at this, like he sent me this, right? You have trend line liquidity, you have a demand zone, obviously. So what you're gonna wait for is price to retrace towards that demand zone. You're not gonna force price to trade towards that demand zone because otherwise you're gonna get stopped out. You're gonna react when price touches that demand zone. And this is good, right? Trend liquidity, you mark out liquidity, you have your demand zone. And then he just said it didn't go according to plan. What was the plan? There was no plan. You're never gonna have a plan when you're coming into this market. Never ever. It's... Do you understand me? Like you have to react. You're not gonna predict. Like, okay, this is a small prediction from me, but I'm not gonna be taking trades because off of this. Right? I need confirmation. That's what I want to see. I want to see price move into direction that I'm thinking it wants to go. Like your daily buys is very important. And if we're going to look on the daily, that's when I use these sort of candles. Follow the money, indeed. Like here, we took out this last liquidity. This obvious trend line liquidity. Right? Look at this. Perfect. What can we see? What kind of reaction do we have here? What kind of candle closure? Kai, do you know it? What kind of candle closure is this? C2. Okay, so if we're going to look on the hourly, that is confirmed with a change in the state. But now we're going to see price had that initial reaction, but like we're not closing strong, right? If we have a candle 2 closure, we want to see a confirmed candle 3 closure with it. And a confirmed candle 3 closure is this. We get a candle 2 closure and we immediately dump towards the downside. That's what we want to see. If we don't see it, then we're not going to be confident in our trade. Then we know that this is not going to be our probable lowest point, right? Because obviously clear demand zone. If we're going to look on the hourly, this is Thursday, this is Friday. Wait, what kind of Friday? That's Friday. So Friday starts here. And we did sweep liquidity. Or we did sweep this high. And we react right now because we had this fractal structure shift. So there is a chance we might have this low. And I go even lower because on the daily we're still seeking lower. Right? Overall, I'm still bullish. If we're going to look on the weekly break of structure, we have our liquidity here. We're targeting. So once we get a daily fractal shift, I'm going to look for continuation towards these stacked highs. And this overall one. Give me another pair. I think I'm going to go eat in a couple of minutes. Hungry as fuck. Euro CHF. Alright, Euro CHF. Okay, this was another pair I was looking at. This is just bottomed out. Like, I don't even know what the fuck happened here. What the fuck, bro? What kind of shit happened here? 3, 4, 5, 6. That's crazy. Okay, so we're still bottomed out. We are obviously targeting lower. There's no obvious reason for us to target higher. So, clear area of demand. But what do we see? This high does not reach in towards this high. So what is probably going to happen? This is going to be a real supply zone. This is going to be a fake one. This high is going to be a fake one as well. So we're just going to go towards this. And then this one is going to be a real liquidity. Why? Because this high is not within this high, or not within this supply zone. So it's just going to be a fake out. So this is the liquidity I want to see get taken. So I am looking for more downside, but on the lower time frame, I'm looking for more upside. Like, let's say on the 4 hour, we can now see, okay, this is our demand zone. Let's look on the hourly. We have this low, we have this low, we have this low. We have our monthly and weekly opens. On the 15 minute, we have this low, this one. Like, you have so many outlooks on the market. I was looking at German 40 because I lost the trade previous week, but we can see that we had the exact same thing happen. We came for this last low within that leg. We sweep it. We get a candle to closure. On the lower time frame, we had a change in the state. And look at this. Weekly, monthly, 3 month, yearly. All of it inside of the supply zone. So once we get this trade towards the downside, let's look here. Let's look on a 15 minute. We do not have obvious liquidity. We do have these small wicks. So look at this. This is going to be such a good entry if we manage to get a pullback. I'm not just going to be shorting here because I want price here. Right? I do not manipulate the market. And then you have this obvious trend line liquidity. This. Then we can look further. Okay. EuroCAD is moving. Good. Let's give that breakout. We're getting some strong resistance here. Let's get this 4 hour C2 closure. And let's look at GBP CAD. Like, guy, tell me I'm not the best at this. Gave you guys 2 entries. 2 of them were fucking amazing. This was a bit scary when I saw it, but I was still confident in my trade. So that's why I kept it. We were hunting these lows. Price took out the last low. We moved. Wow. Gold, I'm now looking for upside. If we manage to get a C2 on the daily, we can look for a move back towards 5-6. Right now, CHF JPY is performing really bad. I'm still looking for more upside from here. Same thing on NZD JPY. I'm still looking for more upside. USD CAD, same thing. USD CHF. I want this as my obvious liquidity, but we do inside of this zone, we have the 3 monthly and the yearly as well. So this is going to be, I think this is going to be a good month. We're getting nice price action. I will be back. Yeah, I'm going to go eat, man. I'm very hungry. I will see you. Goodbye, my friend. It was a nice stream. You have been the one.